From the trading desk of dailyforex.com, this is Christopher Lewis looking at the Aussie dollar pair for the May 18th session. As you can see, I have this daily chart kind of zoomed out, and I'll give you a little background as to why I am doing what I am doing in this pair. You can see that we had a fall here previously and a bearish flag. When you measured this bearish flag, it became very interesting because it called for a move to 96. We broke the bearish flag. I was very conscientious of the 102 level that had seemed to be somewhat interesting and important. It was the side of the last bounce as well. So I figured once we broke down below that, it would be interesting to sell. I did that, and now you can see that we are approaching the 99 level. And we've actually poked through it once or twice. And 99, of course, as you can see, has been an area that the market's respected. But we still haven't reached that 96 handle. Well, you draw your line at about 96 and you can see that that's the part that it's aiming for. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still a very negative pair. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see the candlestick formations. And you can see that the Wednesday session did in fact form a hammer, and it looked very bullish at where it was. But I know that with the global risk factors going on around there, the Aussie is not the currency you want to own. The session did see the bottom of the hammer at least somewhat tested, and as such, the bottom of the hammer becomes a sell signal in and of itself if we can break down below. Granted, the top of the hammer from Wednesday is a buy signal, but for my money, there's just far too much bearishness in this pair to buy. And in fact, if we do get that move higher, as long as we can stay sub 102, I would sell weakness whenever it appears. With the situation going on in Europe the way it is, it does not look like risk appetite suddenly going to come on. We may have a bit of a short covering rally, but quite frankly, that's probably going to be an opportunity to sell this pair at much higher levels. And in fact, I'm willing to go down to the hourly or 4-hour charts to look for bearish price action to sell. I would expect to see it probably at parity or so. Could be one spot, and then most obviously 102. 101's a possibility, as pairs do like to do this on handles. On the shorter time frames, but for me, the big money seems to be watching the parity level, and more specifically the 102. So if we get that bounce, both of those areas are potential selling points for me. And it's not until we close well above 102 for a couple days that I would consider buying. And of course, I would become aggressively short on a break of the Wednesday lows, which is essentially the 99 level, although the actual low from Wednesday is a little closer to, say, 98.80 or so. But having said that, I am either selling the Aussie again or looking to wait for the bounce and sell it again. Buying just is not a thought at this moment in time.